Back in Melisa, Texas today, one of the only cities in DFW offering the iconic buc-ee's gas station and home to the $35 million football stadium that went viral in 2023. Heck, I even had a Melisa video get nearly 800,000 views on TikTok, more than the rest of my videos combined on all other platforms. Today we're going to explore the pros and the cons of Melisa, Texas, the northern neighbor to McKinney. If you're considering moving to this unique town or just curious about what it has to offer, you're in the right place. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Mike Harrison, your local realtor here in North Texas, and I've helped many clients buy and sell right here in North Texas. If you want to know what it's like to work, live, and play in the Dallas Metroplex, go ahead and subscribe, support the channel, and stay tuned for videos every Sunday and Thursday. That being said, let's go ahead and dive into an overview of Melisa, Texas. Like many other North Texas suburbs, Melisa is still a rapidly growing city that's just 45 minutes north of Dallas and on the northern part of Collin County. In terms of entertainment, you are 44 miles away from the American Airlines Center for Dallas Mavericks and Dallas Stars games, 57 miles away from AT&T Stadium and Globe Life Field for Dallas Cowboys and Texas Ranger games, as well as some of the biggest concerts every year. You're 57 miles away from Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor. And if you're looking for that Las Vegas type experience, you're 54 miles away from Choctaw Casino and Resorts. And then for all of your boating, jet skiing, and fishing needs, you're 32 miles away from Lavon Lake and 43 miles away from Lake Ray Hubbard. Melisa is an 11.5 square mile city with over 7,000 homes already built, and it's built over 3 main highways: Highway 75, Highway 121, and Highway 5. Melisa has residents from 35 countries, speaking 29 different languages, so it's a very diverse population, yet it still has families that have been there for many generations due to it originally being a farming community. Its largest employer is Melisa ISD with approximately 700 staff on payroll. It's a dynamic city with a national standard sports facility, the ZLEX, featuring baseball, tennis, soccer, and a nationally recognized hair salon. It's home to the Texas icon, buc-ee's gas station, which we'll get into a minute with another Texas icon coming in 2024, HEB. The population is 23,000 and growing every month. Niche.com gave the city an A overall grade, A for public schools, a B- for housing, an A for families, a B+ for crime and safety, and an A- for diversity. It's ranked as the 25th best suburb to raise a family in DFW. MelisaTexas.org states that Melisa ISD is ranked within the top 10 school districts in all of Texas. There's a median household income of over $127,000, a median home value of $328,600. The median rent is just over $2,000 a month, and 88% of the homes are owner-occupied, with 12% of the homes being tenant-occupied. I live north of Melisa, so I pass through it every time I go to McKinney, Plano, or Dallas, and it's one of those suburbs that many of us locals are like, man, I remember that just had one stoplight, or man, I remember when this was just a farm town. Now that we've covered an overview of Melisa, let's go ahead and start with the advantages of living in this area. For pro number one, let's go ahead and start with the variety of new construction homes that are located in Melisa. Call me Captain Obvious, but obviously a growing population demands a higher supply of new construction homes. Look, especially whenever you have many homeowners in North Texas sitting on 3% interest rates and not wanting to sell their homes, there needs to be a high supply of multifamily units and single-family homes to house the thousands of people moving over into North Texas. Melisa is another one of those growing suburbs in DFW, especially in North Dallas, so there have been a variety of builders in Melisa developing new master plan communities for you to choose from. The MLS shows for all of 2023, there were 855 homes sold in Melisa. Of those 855 homes, 380 were built in 2023 alone. That's over 44% of the homes sold in Melisa altogether. In other words, there are 32 homes closed on that are brand new construction every month in Melisa. Pretty crazy when you think about the growth here. And these Melisa homes built in 2023 ranged anywhere between $317,000 to as high as $871,000. You've heard me in previous videos reference the advantages of going with new construction, whether it's the assurance with their 1, 2, and 10-year builder warranties, the idea of being the only homeowner ever of the home, or just simply getting into a new home that's in good condition and modernized. As you can tell, Melisa offers plenty of options here. And shameless plug, if you ever want to look at these new construction homes, I happen to know a guy. Our next pro is going to be very unique to Melisa that I don't mention in other Dallas pros and cons videos, and that's going to be the premier athletic facilities it offers its young student athletes. Now this goes without saying, but let's go ahead and address the football stadium that caught national attention last year. Listen, you've heard that Texas high school football stadiums hit different. These are usually staples of smaller communities, and what you see in the movies is for real. These towns will close their businesses on Friday nights to allow everyone in the town to come together. The school district completed a $35 million stadium last year and opened its stadium in the 2023 season. It's a 5A school district with a current enrollment of approximately 5,700 kids and enrolling more students every week. And if you're not familiar with Texas, you currently live out of state or even out of the country, you can imagine that building these mega stadiums in North Texas kind of serves as an indirect recruiting tactic for the young, talented football players to play in these types of facilities. As a North Texas realtor, I'm hearing parents of middle school kids frequently talk about relocating their children to cities like Melisa, Anna, and Gunter now because the schools are offering both an above-average experience for academics and athletics compared to many other North Texas suburbs. Next, we have the ZLEX. This project has had a lot of interest for families with kids in sports. It's the home of 8 turf baseball and softball fields, grass and turf soccer fields, and 12 tennis courts. The tennis complex had 4 covered courts and 8 outdoor courts. The current advisory board for this project includes Hall of Famer Pudge Rodriguez, former Texas Rangers coaches, former Division I head baseball coaches from Kansas and Dallas Baptist University, University of New Mexico, and staff from USA Baseball and Texas A&M. It's home of Dugout Sports Grill, DBAT Melissa, Vista Physical Therapy, and Forms Academy. If you've been looking for a place to try out pickleball, a huge sports trend across America, you can try that out here as well. If you're one of those parents that have their kids in year-round baseball, softball, or even tennis, Melissa obviously has some great complexes to nurture their athletic development. Speaking of young student athletes, that leads us to our third pro of living in Melissa, and that's going to be the reputable school district that Melissa offers its communities. MelisaTexas.org states that Melissa ISD is ranked within the top 10 school districts in Texas. It's an A- rated school district and one of the fastest growing 5A districts in Collin County. There are 700 district employees, and Melissa ISD students perform in the top 3 to 5% in academic and extracurricular programs, and routinely place in the top 5 of the UIL Lone Star Cup. 50% of Melissa High School seniors graduate with college credits earned during grades 9th through 12th. There's 1 high school and it continues to add campus buildings, 1 middle school that's likely seeing an expansion in the next couple of years, a 6th grade center, and 4 elementary schools, with a 5th elementary school being developed. Our last pro of the day is going to be the very strong likelihood of strong appreciation over here. Melissa is the town that is just north of McKinney is considered North Dallas. Anyone that's watched my channel in the past knows that pretty much any suburb surrounding McKinney or Frisco is seeing a major surge in demand. Cities like Melissa, Princeton, Prosper, Salina, and even Anna are the Dallas suburbs seeing exponential growth. To put some data behind this, you heard me earlier say that in 2023, there were 855 homes sold here. Compare that to 2022, there were 476 homes sold in Melissa. They almost doubled their closings in 1 year, a year of much higher interest rates than what we had in 2022. With that type of heightened demand comes the assurance that the home values will continue to appreciate at or above market rates compared to the rest of Dallas-Fort Worth. And just like all my other pros and cons of Dallas or McKinney or Allen or Frisco videos, this list is fluid. And so now that we've addressed some of our pros of living in Melissa, let's talk about some of the drawbacks of Melisa, Texas. For con number 1, let's go ahead and address that there's really nothing to do over here. In terms of local entertainment, we really don't have much directly within Melissa. I lived in Anna for a couple years when I purchased my first home in 2014. That's the town that's just north of Melissa. Anytime I wanted to go out with my wife or go to a sporting event or a concert, I would need to go to either McKinney or further south. It's the same thing with Melissa. Heck, there's not even a movie theater in Melissa. No way to dress it up. If you're looking for a lake life, a nightlife, or close proximities to pro sporting events or concert venues, Melissa may not be your best option. That leads us to our second drawback of living in Melissa. That's going to be the limited dining options here. Yes, in the main commercial areas of Melissa, you have your normal fast food chains, but you shouldn't anticipate an authentic or unique dining experience owned by small or medium-sized businesses here. Lots of folks relocating here from the West Coast or Northeast have quickly realized that you're not always walking distance away from your favorite Italian, Mexican, or Cajun restaurant. You have your traditional commercial dining options here, but don't anticipate seeing lots of unique or authentic 5-star experiences from Yelp that have folks traveling all over the DFW Metroplex to Melissa just for this one restaurant. Moving on to our next drawback of living in Melissa, that's going to be its location within DFW. Look, I live in Sherman, which is even further away from Dallas than Melissa is. I'm in real estate. I'm used to driving all over DFW to help my clients. But depending on your career or your lifestyle, Melissa's location may be a drawback for some buyers. If your lifestyle is to be closer to a bustling nightlife, closer to the sporting events or concert scenes, your commute from Melissa is possibly a drawback to consider. Also, many large employers in the Dallas and Fort Worth areas have recently announced return to office policies that require their employees to be in the office at least 3 days a week. Dallas is 35 minutes south of Melisa, so if you need to report to a Dallas office, consider having a 1 to 1.5 hour round trip commute every day, barring any wrecks or bad weather. I worked in Richardson when I lived near Melisa, so it wasn't as far south as Dallas, but that commute still wore on me a little bit. And whether you like it or not, or you like me and you kind of have an ego like, it'll never bother me, a long commute's going to wear on you over time, even if you don't think it will. And now that we've addressed some of the pros and cons of the area, let's go ahead and cover one of the local iconic landmarks of Melisa. The company was founded in 1982 and claims to operate the largest convenience store in the world with its 68,000 square foot Buc-ee's in New Braunfels. This convenience store is always packed like a Walmart around 4th of July. Folks around Dallas will drive 30 minutes out of their way just to stop into Buc-ee's, and it's a major tourist attraction here in Texas. These stores are super clean and spacious and are known for everything from its barbecue, to its branded clothing, to its beaver nuggets, and even its fudge. And in 2024, if you're over here making life decisions at the gas pump like, hey, do I want to eat some dinner or do I want to get some gas? Buc-ee's is known to have incredibly low gas prices. And this Buc-ee's is located right off Highway 75 and Buc-ee's Boulevard. So guys, this is going to close us out on our pros and cons of living in Melisa, Texas. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you have any questions about Melisa or would like to tour any of these homes in the area, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact info is pinned in the top comment below. Do me a favor and go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you want to know what another great North Texas suburb is like, check out this video by clicking here.